I know not all of you know me, so I'm going to give you guys some history, some background. I have been married 13 years now. My wife and I just celebrated 13 years of marriage. Thank you. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not the best husband. Okay? Yeah, in fact, I have a 2-star Yelp review. Now, my wife is amazing. She's the reason that this stays together, right? She's beautiful, sweet, partially blind, mentally slow, so it works out really well for me. Anybody who's single, here's some advice for you. Don't overlook the handicap. They have really low standards, and you're going to get an amazing parking spot. Now, that being said, one of the things we had to do after this 13 years of marriage, we had to do a will. And one of the things they talk about in a will is a DNR, a do not resuscitate, right? And I decided I don't want to go that route. I don't want to put that pressure on my wife to say, hey, don't bring him back, you know? So I wanted an FTB. I want if something should happen to me, I'm in that situation, I'm probably not going to make it. I want the doctor to come in and say to my wife, it looks like your husband's not going to make it. So he doesn't have a DNR here, but he does have an FTB, a feed to bears. Nice. So what we're going to do, is we're going to wheel him up to Yosemite, we're going to cover him in honey, and we're going to let the bears do the rest. Now my wife, she totally thinks that's selfish. She's like, you can die one way and one way only. Snuggling like the couple in The Notebook.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll take the bears. I'll take the bears. A little bit more. I grew up in Texas, so now you know why I would date or marry the handicapped. And one of the things that happens in Texas doesn't happen a lot out here. I didn't know this when I moved out here. Is spanking, right? Where I grew up, I got spanked every day, right? By my neighbors, right? By my random people on the streets, by my mom. That seems normal. But mostly by my principal at school. Yeah. In Texas, you can get spanked at school. My principal had a big wooden paddle with holes in it. And she would swing that thing like she was the Barry Bonds of principals. Right? And in Texas, your parents just come the first day of school, and they just gave verbal consent for you to get spanked at school. So my mom would show up first day, find the principal, be like, beat him, spank him, do whatever you want, I don't care. And she was gone, right? The rest of the year, she was not there for student-teacher conferences, none of that good stuff, right? Like the rest of us responsible parents would be. But my 5th grade year, it changed. The state of Texas mandated that in order for you to get spanked at school, your parent had to sign a form and return to the school. I was thinking, this is great. This is my year. My mom never signs anything. They mail it home. She opens it up. You would have thought it was a check from the Publishers Clearinghouse. Yeah, she could not sign that thing fast enough. I never, ever went on a field trip, but I got spanked every single year, all the way through high school. Yeah, still sore. Now, I don't want you guys to think my mom's a terrible person. She would say things to us like, go outside and play, and don't come back. Or she'd see like a guy outside. She'd be like, see that guy in the van outside? Why don't you go over there and talk to him? See if he has any candy for you. So, that was my childhood. Hope you guys have better ones. My wife is really smart, though. She has a master's degree in English. And she likes to correct me. But she does it like at the weirdest times. Like we were driving on the freeway the other day, this guy was cutting me off in and out of traffic. And I said, I'm adding that guy to my list of nemesis. And because she's an English major and a woman, she felt the need to correct me and said, nemesis. In case you don't know, that is the plural of nemesis. I did not know that. Yeah, she's now on that list. This outfit probably doesn't scream nerd to anybody, but I am a super duper nerd. Like, I almost didn't come here tonight because Netflix released Iron Fist today. Anybody else looking forward to that? No, oh, one person. Thank you. I don't feel so terrible about my life choices now. Yeah, I was like, go to the show or watch more Iron Fist. I'm only on episode 5. There's like 13 episodes, so you guys won. That's what I say. But I love those kind of things because they're all what if questions, right? Like, what if I had this power? What would I do? And we were sitting around the other day, and someone said, what would you do if you had access to a time machine one time? And my sister-in-law was like, I would go back in time and kill Hitler. I was like, okay, that's a great thing, right? That's very noble, you can do that. But why don't you go back in time and kill someone that no one's gonna expect? Like the inventor of skinny jeans. My brother-in-law, he's like, I would go back in time and invest all my money in Legos. I was like, Legos? I get it, the Lego movies are big, but I don't know. Invest your money in something that's gonna like bring you wealth, like Apple or Microsoft or crack. All much better investments. My wife's pretty religious. She was like, I go back in time and meet Jesus. I was like, that makes sense. I get it. But you're going to die and go to heaven. Just meet Jesus then. Go back in time and meet someone that you're probably not going to meet in heaven. Like Justin Bieber. He's not going to be there. We can all agree on that, right? Me, I go back in time. And I would do something very noble. I would stop Titanic from getting made. Just to be clear, the film, not the boat. No. I don't care what happened with the boat. Then you wouldn't have to endure that, Brian. You wouldn't have to endure all of what we just saw earlier. And then David would be out of a joke, right? I also growing up in Texas, I also was the only white kid in my neighborhood. I grew up in a predominantly African-American neighborhood. And so everything that I learned about white culture, I learned from movies. And the number one thing I learned is that all serial killers are white. Think about it. Here we go. Come with me on this. Freddy Krueger, right? Jason, Jaws. Right? Jaws is so white, he's called a great white. And if you watch the news, they'll always go out to a white neighborhood and interview an old lady and be like, ma'am, did you know that your neighbor was eating people and keeping them in their basement? So she's like, no, I had no idea. He was the nicest guy. He would go get his mail, he would go get his newspaper, he would wave at us, he was so nice, right? But if you went to the hood, that would go a whole different way, right? They come out and be like, ma'am, did you know your neighbor was a serial killer? Like, oh yeah, we knew Craig was crazy. Yeah, we would go over to his house for barbecue, but didn't nobody go inside. He was nice though. When I lost my license, he drove my mama to church. But Craig, yeah, he eats people, right? That'd be the thing. It's a real thing, I'm telling you. One more thing before I get out of here. I am also a veteran of the United States Navy. Any other veterans in here? Any veterans? One? Was that a clap for yes, you are a veteran? Oh, Rob. How did I not know that? Go Navy, beat Army. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. But one of the things that happens when you go to join the military, they show you a lot of stuff. Like when I went to go join, my dad took me to the recruiting station. There was an Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force recruiting station all together. And my dad said, you can join the Navy or the Air Force. No Army, no Marine Corps. So I was like, I like dolphins. So Navy it is, that's what we'll do. But when they get you in there, they sell you for some reason. They feel like they have to sell you. So this is how they sold me. There was a video that they showed back in the 90s. And I'm going to do the video for you. It was a commercial, so you'll know what it was, okay? It went like this. It would go boom, 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 boom. And it'd be a guy in a fighter jet, right? It would go boom, 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 boom. And it'd be a guy on a ship, and then missiles would be firing off of it, right? Then it would go boom, 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 boom. And it'd be a Navy SEAL coming out of the water with his gun. Then it would go boom, 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 boom. And show all that stuff really fast. And be like, Navy, accelerate your life, right? And I was like, okay. Cool, right? Sounds like something I could do, right? You guys could probably get behind that too. So I joined the Navy. First of all, they sent you to Great Lakes, Illinois, which is right outside Chicago. The coldest place on earth. I don't care what they say. Freezing. I've never seen snow, right? Get there. From there, I go to San Diego, California. Much better, right? Nicer. I get to the fleet. I get there on my first day and I realize the commercial lied. Right? So what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to do an accurate Navy commercial for people who should know what they're getting into. Same music, go bum 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 bum, and just be a guy mopping. They go bum 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 bum, and it'd be a guy painting. They go bum 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 bum, and show a guy shining a bell. And they go bum 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 bum, and it would pan out. It would just be a big giant burly-chested chief yelling at all three of those guys. And then it would go Navy, never again volunteer yourself. And that would be the end of the commercial. Thank you guys for coming out. We have more people coming. Luke, come on back up.